Hello. What are you reading this week? For me, this is my read this week. Yeah, I hope you can see 80-20 Principle by who? Richard Kochi, the best author so far and the best seller in News Time. Now, this is 4th edition, meaning that there is 1st edition, 2nd edition, 3rd, and then this is 4th edition, meaning that thorough work has been done on this one. Now, 80-20 principles, especially in management, especially in development, especially in lifestyle kind of, especially in deliveries. Now, 80-20 principles is a very simple strategy that Richard Kochi is putting forward. And Richard Kochi is promoting the idea that we used to have that is called the chaotic life theory. Chaotic life theory simply states that life is all about chaos. Things are imbalanced. Things are not as straightforward as we are expecting, in such a way that we are involved in doing too much things, but by the end of the day, the result is always specific. Whatever we are inputting is not balanced with what we are expecting. You put effort 100%, but the result will be 20%. What happened to the remaining 80%? You put effort of 80% and the result is going to be 20%. What happened to all other reports that you put in? So the thing is, in these 80-20 principles, it simply suggests that life is so much chaotic in such a way that the input we put is not always balanced with the output we are expecting. The effort we are putting is not always straightforward, directly related to the reward we are expecting. The causes of things happening are not always responsible or directly related to what is called result we are expecting. That is what 80-20 principles mean. Now, 80-20 principles echoes also the same thing that the author of Atomic Habits was also trying to bring out. In Atomic Habit, the author is trying to tell us that whatever bigger picture we are having, that is just a theoretical idea that we are having in life, but in real sense, there is nothing like a bigger picture. The reality is the small things that we do again and again, they come together, and with time, they form the bigger picture. So, according to the author of Atomic Habit, he is against thinking big. He is for thinking small. Also, author in a book called Option B, The Sandbird. What Sandbird is saying is that life is all about suffering, and therefore, whichever the course you choose, it is all about suffering. It's about thinking, it's about analytical, it's about assumption, it's about making choices. So all these things make brain to suffer in one way or the other. So life is all about suffering. So what she's suggesting in her book, Option B, she's simply saying, then choose the type of suffering you want to suffer, then suffer well. I hope you're getting me there. So in simple terms, I am a trainer. And this one I experience so much in my class. In most courses that I deliver, first of all, they are telling me that after the whole course training, maybe 1 week or 1 month training, we are going to have assessment. And this assessment pass mark is 85. So it means that the remaining 15 or the remaining 20 is what is required to be put in place so that I can get my 85. In my class perspective, the audience are characterized. You know, there is a corner where we have simple guys that are very active, very proactive, and the kind of questions they ask, the kind of critical analysis they put forward, just tell me that this is a class that is really, this is a section that is really critical in thinking. Then there's a section that is very passive, quiet, not doing anything, they are just there. You don't know whether they are getting you or they are not getting you. Then there is a category that is in middle field. They are neither proactive nor passive. They are in between there. So the class is characterized. So it's upon me to come up with an idea to make sure that by the end of the day, I put my effort in such a way that the class will be performed. But now, you see, this theory is bringing another critical analysis from my mind. It's not all about carrying everybody as a group. It's about analyzing and knowing which kind of effort and which section are we supposed to put more effort so that the result you are expecting, by the end of the day, the performance will be that 80. So there is a critical way, according to the Richard Kochi, is saying that the better success you want, if you're a trainer, the best result, if you want the best result, if you want to be a good trainer, first of all, make your 20 effort for you to get your 80% performance. You see? So it's the way how you are going to identify, analyze your class, and come up with your 20% section where you are going to put your effort so that you get 85. And that is the perfect section. You are in business. All the products you are having, maybe over 50 different types of products. If you critically analyze, you will get that out of 50 products your company is producing, maybe only 20 of them or 10 of them are the ones that are raising the profit of the company. So the idea of chaotic life and the idea of life is all about suffering, and the idea of 80-20 principle is simple like this. All you need to get is to identify your 20 so that you get your 80 result. In short, make your processes simple so that you have beautiful performance. Or make them complex and have ugly performance. That is the strategy that I use in class. I make sure that I identify my small portion that is proactively enough to make sure that I deliver my 80%, and then I concentrate on it. I move with them in such a way that I am targeting the 80% performance. The same thing is what's happening in life. Identify the type of efforts you're supposed to put so that you get your outputs in a larger margin. So the secret is identify your 20% effort to get 80% performance, rather than identifying 80% performance, then you get 20% result, which is not okay. So for you to be successful, for my class to be successful, I have to get the 20% effort where I'm supposed to put my effort so that I am guaranteed 80%. I hope that's a very nice principle. And then remember, it's all about inbuilt imbalance that exists between the causes of things and the result of things. Simple like that. So the majority which have the little impact, if you concentrate on them, these little majority that have perfect result, if you concentrate with them, it will reduce the effort you are going to apply, it will reduce the amount investment, it will be cheaper, it will be easier. And this is the same as the video I posted the other time, whereby make your trainings simple. If you make your training simple, it means that you have identified your 20% and put little effort within those 20%, and you are going to get your 80%, rather than concentrating on the 80% weaknesses, and you will only get result of 20. I don't know whether this one is getting into you, but just know that life is all about 80-20. Identify your 20 principles, put your effort there. You will not work hard now, you will be working smart to achieve your 80%. I think that is something that even you need to apply it somewhere. And it's helping me so much in my trainings, to make my trainings active, to make my trainings very understandable and very effective. I have always to identify. The first 1 hour of my delivery, already I have identified my 80%. So I will concentrate so much on this 20. Ideally, not publicly, not others will not realize, but that is inbuilt in me. I will identify 20, concentrate on those 20 to make sure that I get my 80% performance. And it is working well. It is working well. Yeah. So in short, what we say, rather than what is applying a lot of effort to create a lot of losses, why don't you concentrate on a smaller portion that makes this profit? Build on it. What we normally say that you better concentrate on what you know better that gives you result, rather than carrying the whole junk of community, yet you are going to fail with them. So in life, instead of working hard, you better work smart. In simple terms, that is what he's saying. But to do this, you have to have two great principles as a human being. Number one, analytical reasoning. You have to analyze your work, you have to analyze your audience, analyze your class, analyze your courses, and know which courses are simple, that is promoting my performance, which courses are simple, that are easy to deliver, which stories can I bring on board to make sure that my class really achieve the end target. So analyze your class. After analyzing your class, another thing you can do is thinking. Be also somebody with thinking capacity. Reasoning. Thinking is theoretical facts, no data, no analytical facts. It's about thinking. You analyze. if I do A, B, C, D, do you think I can get B? It's like having a bigger picture, but now how do I reach that bigger picture? So have these two principles as a trainer, have these two principles as a manager, have these two principles as a family man, have these principles as the lead trainer, have these two principles as a team leader, whereby you have the power to analyze and come up with your 2080. Then you can also think and come up with your 2080, so that you put little effort on the little factors that promotes your performance, rather than putting more effort on the more factors that lead to your failures. Stay more for more. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, TikTok account, and Edomark YouTube channel, My Class TV. Follow me, like, suggest, and ask any question we can discuss. Thank you. See you next time.